holiday. If I can make it through the city and the traffic, I'll be okay. Way home, way home. I'm just looking for my way home. Way home, way home. Everybody's got to find their way home. I'm looking at the cars and I'm thinking about the lives. Everybody's a child, so many husbands and wives, moving all at the same time in their own ways. But too many people are treating this like a race. Way home, way home. We're all looking for our way home. Way home, way home. Let's make sure everybody gets home. Now things are getting slower and congestion is insane. You got your blinker on and you're nosing in my lane. I say, go ahead, what's a second or two to me? I'm just trying to get from point A to point B safely. Now things are getting slower and congestion is insane. You got your blinker on and you're nosing into my lane. I say go ahead, what's a second or two to me? I'm just trying to get from point A to point B safely. Way home, way home. We're all looking for our way home. Way home, way home. Let's make sure everybody gets home.
You may have made your choice, but I cannot hear your voice. Tell me what you're thinking. I wanna see you blinking. I care, I wanna know. Please send me a signal and I'll gladly let you go. Oh, I care. It would also explain why you're going so slow. Which way are you heading? What are you intending? I find I'm always dreading catastrophes impending. I care, I wanna know. Please send me a signal and I'll gladly let you go. Oh, I care, I wanna know. I need to see your signal so I know which way to go. Please send me a sign, you don't have to say why. Like a lighthouse in a storm, like a lovesick firefly, like a friendly spark in darkness, like a diamond in the sky. Look, it only takes a second and I'm asking you to try. The simplest of gestures can warn of sudden moves. Save a life by signaling, and that just goes to prove I care. I wanna know. Please send me a signal and I'll gladly let you go. I care. I wanna know. Please send us all that signal and we'll gladly let you go. Gladly let you go. Gladly let you go. I care. I wanna know. Please send me a signal and I'll gladly let you go. Oh, I care and I wanna know. Please send us all that signal and we'll gladly let you go.
With no sound or warning, unexpected patterns forming, full of dark and mystery, ninja swift, soon to be history. Nowhere up my blind side creeping. Oh, I was watching, I'm never sleeping. But you came out of nowhere. You scared me half to death. You're all in black, and you don't care how close you are to running out of breath. Yeah, you came out of nowhere, from where you shouldn't be. I wasn't told that you'd be there, so don't you flip that finger at me. I know, with no lights to signal, visibility abysmal, nowhere, causing interjections, all action and no reflections. Up my blind side creeping, I was watching, I'm never sleeping. But you came out of nowhere, you scared me half to death. You're all in black, and you don't care how close you are to running out of breath. Yeah, you came out of nowhere, from where you shouldn't be. I wasn't told that you'd be there, so don't you flip that finger at me.
Good evening and welcome to ComedySportz Saturday Night Special Pro Am Edition. I'm your announcer, Betsy Easy Bean Green. Please put your Zoom applause together. Here are your lineups for the first half of the evening. First, please welcome the blue team. Donna, Swimming Paul. Nick, Name Condon. Nancy, Loving and Going. And your captain, Jay Reading Rambo. And now let's welcome your red team. Kristen, get your ducks in a rowing. Ben, lawn mower. And your red captain, Sam-a-lama Ding Dong Whittington. Now keep that Zoom applause going and welcome your referee and mine, Andy, whatever moves you, Berkowitz.
Good evening and welcome to ComedySportz Saturday Night Pro Am match. Tonight, 4 teams are going to perform comedy for you, and you will make up all the suggestions that will drive what they do. Joining me tonight, of course, you hear her, it's Betsy, Easy Being Green, our announcer extraordinaire. And Betsy, what can you tell me about tonight's minor league players?
I can tell you, Andy, they're fantastic.
Thank you. And is that your real voice?
Of course it is. This is my announcer voice.
All right, well, make sure to drink lots of water.
You've got it, and I've got it too.
Okay, thank you, Betsy. Also with us tonight, of course, the queen of the chat goddess, Marianne Rambo. Marianne, how are things in the chat?
We have some really good-looking people in the chat tonight. They're fantastic.
That is...
Also, can confirm that is Betsy's real announcer voice.
That is her real announcer voice. Okay, good. Wanted to make sure that was not some kind of rented announcer voice, because that would be weird.
That would be weird. You're right.
Okay. Well, thank you. Marianne will be with us. Thank you. Marianne will be with us all night, getting suggestions from our home audience around the globe. But now it's time to kick things off. Let's welcome both captains on the screen. Captain Jay, Captain Sam, we appear to be having a staring contest. I do need to let you know that the brown bag foul is in effect for tonight, but because I cannot come over and physically bag you, I will need you to be able to bag yourself with a bag or bag equivalent. So I will need you to take 10 seconds to go find a bag or equivalent while I tell our home audience that the brown bag foul will be called if anybody says anything lewd, crude, or gets nude. If that should happen, they will have to wear a brown paper sack over their head for the remainder of that scene or game. Let's see what we've got here. Jay, what do you have?
I have a BJ's delivery bag.
Very nice. Very nice. With handle. Sam, what do you have?
I have a Kohl's bag with handles.
Ooh, it's very close. I'm going to have to give it to Jay because his bag looks a little less used. Your bag, Sam, looks like it.
Yeah, I've used it a lot.
Yeah, it looks like it may have been used a lot. So, Jay, we will let you choose the opening round game. What would you like to play?
Ooh, opening round game. Let's play Yay Boo.
Yay Boo. Sam, do you accept?
Of course.
All right, good. You had no choice. Please prepare your teams. For the game of Yay Boo, we are going to need from our audience just topics for stories. Maybe we could just start out with just some general purpose nouns would be great. Just throw some nouns into the chat. The way Yay Boo works is we're going to get one player for each team. One player will begin telling you a story based on the suggestion. It will be such a happy story that it will make everybody here go, yay! The other person will find the dark cloud. They will, whatever they say will be such a downer that it will make everybody say boo, and we will go back and forth yaying and booing until somebody fails to make us yay or boo, or just runs out of things to say. So I'm going to need one player up from each team on the screen. All right, we've got Kristen and Nancy. Kristen, you are there first, so you will be yay. Okay. Nancy, you will be boo. Marianne, let's go to the chat. What is our first suggestion?
Our very first suggestion of the entire night comes from Roger, and he has suggested ninja.
Ninja. We knew we could count on you, Roger. All right, the suggestion is ninja. Red, you are yay. Blue, you are boo. Team, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Take it away.
George the ninja had perfected his karate chop. Yay!
His karate chop was okay, but his knife was dull. Boo!
Luckily for George, his friend was a knife sharpener. Yay!
George's friend, the knife sharpener, was on vacation in Bermuda. Boo!
What better reason to go on vacation? Yay!
George went to Bermuda, but he got drunk on the margaritas on the beach, and he forgot to bring his knife. Boo!
I'm sorry, 9/10 of that sounded amazing. So it cannot be a boo for going to Bermuda and getting drunk on the beach. So let's rotate in the next blue player. All right, thank you. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion from loyal fan Steve in Australia is ice cream.
Ice cream. Thank you, Steve. All right, Nick, you will be yay this time. Kristen, you will be boo. Your suggestion is ice cream.
Awesome. Blake had the best vegan ice cream ever. Yay!
It didn't taste like real ice cream. Boo.
Fortunately for Blake, he forgot what real ice cream tastes like, and this was awesome. Yay!
Fake ice cream can still melt. Boo.
Which is why he got to lick his hand, which he enjoyed greatly. Yay!
So did the ants. Boo.
Jake was good friends with the ants, and they shared lives together many times. Yay!
They don't live very long. Boo.
Well, they had some lovely times when they were together, though, Kristen. Thank you for the world of science, though. That was very nice. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
From Dave, I'm going to take bicycles.
Bicycles. All right. Ben is yay. Nick is now boo. Bicycles.
We got a shiny new bicycle. Yay!
And then immediately got a flat. Boo.
When she got the bike, she got a set of tires free of charge. Yay!
Which she did not know how to put on, so she sat there with a bike with tires next to. Boo.
Thankfully, her friend Joseph was a bike mechanic and hooked her up and got her on new tires. Yay!
And then she crashed into a car. Boo.
Well, she had that new bicycle insurance and it didn't cost her a dime out of pocket. Yay!
But her deductible went up tenfold plus her premium. Boo.
Well, that brought her up to a good $5 out of pocket and $100 over the next 5 years.
All right, this is just turning into an insurance discussion. So I'm going to say, Ben, we're going to send you to talk to your adjuster. Let's get another player in for red, please. Marianne, what's our next suggestion?
Hey, Ref Andy, I'm going to go with Brian's suggestion of Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese. All right. Let's see. This time we have Nick. Are you yay this time?
I'll be yay.
Okay, Nick, you are yay. Sam, you are boo. Swiss cheese.
Awesome. Sam opened a deli that had the best Swiss cheese. Yay!
He forgot to put holes in it. Boo.
Fortunately, there was an office supply store with a hole punch right next door. Yay!
He bought it, but he could only do one hole of the 3 holes at a time, and it took him forever, and it cost him horrible labor dollars. Boo.
Fortunately, he had some of the PPP program money left over, and he was able to use that money on his employees. Yay!
After he gave it to his employees, when he went and opened up the ham from his cooler, he found that it had gone bad. Boo.
And I got nothing. So
He has nothing. He played the PPP card. He's out. All right. Next player up for blue. Marianne, what do we got next?
Fire hydrant is our next suggestion.
Sorry, what was that?
Fire hydrant.
Fire hydrant. All right, Sam is yay this time. Donna is boo. Fire hydrant.
It was a hot summer day, and Frederick opened up the fire hydrant for all the kids to play in. Yay!
None of the water came out. Boo!
He stuck his wrench right in there, and he got out the clog and started flowing. Yay!
It was a rusty dribble when it came out. Boo!
Some of the kids like to paint it on their arms and create art. Yay!
They thought they were Indians with those war paints, and then they were not behaving well. Boo!
Then, all of a sudden, a big burst of water came forth and washed it all off, and they were having a great time surfing down the road. Yay!
They surfed so far away, they missed the dinner call. Boo!
That still sounds pretty awesome so far. So we're going to rotate out. Next player up for Marianne. What is our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is candy canes.
Candy canes. Very nice. All right, let's see. Jay is yay. Sam is boo.
Santa got a great list of all the good boys and girls. Yay!
There was only 14 on it. Boo!
out of 15 was pretty good odds. Yay!
The one that didn't make it cried and brought everyone else down. Boo.
That's why his name was on the naughty list. Yay!
Wait, naughty would not be a yay. I'm sorry. And that is time, the game of a boo. Let's go for Betsy. Yeah, which team did the fewest times? Betsy?
Oh yeah, they're Andy. That was a great game. And you see, I'm going fishing. So I was keeping score while I had my lure set up. But that was rotating less the red team. So that means the red team gets 5 points.
Okay, thank you. Hey, what kind of lure is that behind you?
A big one.
Okay, well, clearly a fishing expert. Well, the red team has leapt into the lead. That to go first in the team choice round. Let's get the red captain on the screen. Hey, Sam.
It's good to see you, man.
You know what kind of lure that was behind Betsy?
That would have been a crankbait.
Very nice, very nice. Let's give a bonus point to the red team for knowing the fishing information.
That's another point.
All right, thank you, Betsy. Jay, we'll give you a chance to show your knowledge later. So, Sam, what game would you like to open with here?
You know, we would like to play the game of acronym panel.
Acronym panel, excellent. Please prepare your team for that
Red
game.
team, get ready. We're going to play acronym panel.
Well prepared. Nicely done. All right, for the game of acronym panel, we're going to need the audience to start putting some acronyms into chat. Acronyms are things like FBI, NCAA, CNN, BFF. You get how it works, taking the first letter of words and turning them into what we call acronyms. We're going to meet a bunch of characters here, and they're going to tell you what these acronyms mean in their world. So let's get all the players from the red team on the screen. All right, we've got at least 2 of our players here. Let's start. Here they are. Let's start meeting them. We will start with, well, whoever wants to go first, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Professor Farnsworth. I am a Director of Humanities at Fordham University.
Very nice to meet you, Professor. And next, upper left of my screen.
I think that's me.
All right.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm Jenny, and I'm an exterminator, but I'm very jumpy.
Jumpy exterminator. All right. Nice to meet you, Jenny. And finally, let's meet our third panelist.
Well, my name is Bill, and I am a fishing lure collector.
Fishing lure collector. Did not see that one coming.
Didn't at all.
All right. Well, we're going to get some acronyms, find out what they mean in your world. So, Marianne, what is our first acronym?
Our first acronym from loyal fans Dick and Jane is ABC.
ABC. Very basic. Let's start with Professor Farnsworth.
ABC, very basic but a very interesting acronym as it applies to the most fundamental areas of our life. ABC, to me as a gifted academic, really means to me always be curious. Because you see, there's so much to see in the world, and to always be curious opens up the world to every possibility that could possibly come our way, yes?
Makes a lot of sense to me. Let's go to Jenny, the exterminator.
Yeah, so ABC for me is really just like a reminder of the emotions of the things that I'm dealing with, so that like I'm not as scared of them. And so ABC for me is all bats cry.
All bats cry. It's good to know. Good information there. All right, Bill.
In the world of fish and lures, you want to imitate things that fish eat. So in my word, ABC always means absolutely be crayfish.
Absolutely, be crayfish. Makes all the sense in the world. All right, let's go back to Marianne. What is our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion from Colleen is RBI.
RBI. Very nice. Let's start with Jenny this time. Jenny, what does RBI mean in your world?
That's a reminder to myself that kind of all animals are scary. And so that's rabid bunnies included. They don't look like they would be, but they can also have rabies.
I absolutely believe that. All right, thank you. Let's go to Bill.
When you're fishing, sometimes you do it from shore, sometimes you do it, when you're on some kind of floating craft. So RBI for me is usually roundabout boat instructions.
Roundabout boat instructions. All right, I get it. Makes perfect sense. Let's go to Professor Farnsworth.
Yes, thank you, Effendi. Well, you see, in my line of work, where I spend a great deal of time reviewing ancient, old, classic texts, up to new as of this week, one thing that always sticks in my mind when I think RBI is remember bold italics, because those are the particular passages you want to remember, and they could really help you out in a time of need or whenever you just really need to remember that interesting factoid, yes?
I love some good typography. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, let's go back to Marianne. Let's get a longer acronym if we could.
Absolutely. I'm going to go to our Facebook comments, and from John, I'm taking LSAT, L-S-A-T.
L-S-A-T. Let's go to Bill on that, L-S-A-T.
It's something that doesn't get brought up a lot in my world, but it's real passionate in my heart. It just is the little salamanders, always tasty. Fish like little salamanders because they're little.
Oh, tasty to the fish. I got it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
not to me. I've only eaten it once. I didn't like it.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Professor Farnsworth, LSAT.
Yes, well, LSAT, being one of the more lengthy acronyms that we come across in our line of work, really brings to mind a call to action when someone really must step forth. So whenever I'm in my class and I say LSAT, I look at that person in the front row and I say, listen, son, any takers to come along and perhaps review this manuscript or provide their commentary on this latest fad, whatever the kids say these days.
What do the kids say these days? Who knows? Let's go to Jenny.
Not hide.
Yeah, so this is actually like a trick of the trade that not many people know about, but it's like a fancy thing about termites. So it's a Listerine smoulters all termites. You just pour Listerine on termites and they explode.
All right, very sad. Let's pump up the volume here a little bit. What do we got?
You got it. I've got ANZAC, A-N-Z-A-C.
A-N-Z-A-C. All right, let's start with Professor Farnsworth this time.
Oh, Anzac. Well, that is a real doozy, as they say. When I think of this particular long acronym of ours, I always just think to myself, always, never, Zoom, always, Colorado. What those are, just random words that you can really use to kind of bring forth to your mind whatever you were studying before. So, for instance, Colorado, that will make you think of perhaps Stephen King's The Shining, or Zoom, the crazy times we live in these days, or always, well, who could get that classic John Bon Jovi tune?
All right, always, never. All right, let's go to Jenny. What is ANZAC?
Oh, well, so this is part of the reason that you get a lot of bugs during the summer because, well, it depends if you have the ventilation in your house. So it's like ants need zero air conditioning. Otherwise, they get too cold and they die.
Or you pour Listerine on them and they explode.
Yes. Well, that's termites. They're too different.
Right. Mistake. I'm not the expert that you are. Let's go to Bill. ANZAC.
All right, we really got to get into a specific subset of what you're fishing for this time when we're using ANZAC. It's ahoy, Navy, zoo another catfish. That's when I created a new catfish species in my bathtub.
All right, and that is time. The game of acronym panel. Let's hear it for all of our experts making up acronyms on the spot. It's now time for the blue team to play a game. I'd like to welcome the blue captain on the screen, and there is Jay with the patented thinker pose. All right, Jay, they got to play a game. What would you like to play?
We would like to play the game of Foreign Movie.
Foreign movie, excellent. Please prepare your team for foreign movie. What we're going to need from our what we're going to need from our home audience is a country How about a European country? Any European country will do. And then we're also going to need a made-up title for a movie, a completely made-up movie title, a movie that's never been done, never been seen before. So what's going to happen is we're going to see a movie from this country, but it will, of course, be in a foreign language because we don't all speak European. So it will be translated for us, for those of us who don't speak the language. So, Marianne, where is this movie going to be from?
Well, our country I'm taking from Colleen is Switzerland.
Switzerland. Very nice. You have a choice of languages. And what would be the title of our Swiss movie?
Well, I haven't gotten any movie titles yet, so I'm going to throw some words together from our acronym panel game.
Perfect.
I'm going to go with Laser Buick.
Laser Buick.
Yep.
Perfect. That sounds very Swiss. All right. Blue team, are you ready for the game of foreign movie with the Swiss movie Laser Buick?
Yes.
All right. Take it away.
From the fine folks at the Swiss Film Board, Laser Buick.
These roads are really narrow. We need a smaller car.
Pasquizo, CSz. Wanta payana kupasi. Bala was zazu.
My grandmother left me this car. It would break my heart to part with it.
I miss our grandmother every day. Her car will make us think of her.
Da, to sket kumbala ana manata supalaya. Wata patina, wata ula pona, ula piana, pona.
The seatbelts are like a warm hug from her, and the bobblehead hula girl on the dashboard reminds me of her youth.
Click, click.
Enough sentimentality. Buckle up and let's go.
Yes, kuchana mara zenu bateba. What it do? Chiri biteba. Kinema ninya.
Cars from the old days were so solidly built that I'm sure they'll just knock the edges of the buildings off so that the roads will be wide enough as we wind down the hill.
Hang on. Here we go with the first building. Oh, there it went.
Oh, the Sinubati Yana Batikin, nobody is about Edabada, Hinoba, Kapanti, ceased.
Cool.
Did you see that back there? It was either a goat or a sheep. I'm not sure which.
Ay, this go bades kaput.
We better go find out. I'm going to get my hand scanner and check the barcode on it to see what sort of animal it is.
Those Swiss think of everything. Barcodes on their sheep. Here we go.
Just about it.
It's just a tiny little sheep. Ooh, tiny little sheep, aren't you a cute little tiny little sheepy?
Oh,
That tiny little sheep, it makes me sneeze. I'm going to cook it for dinner.
Well, I don't think you should cook it. I think we should get home and then you can count it over and over again, and it'll help you get to nap.
It's making me sleepy already. Oh, good thing we're pulling into the driveway.
And that is time. The game of foreign movie. All scenes must end with sleeping or pulling into the driveway. So it is time to go to the audience to judge between the two games we just saw. We saw the foreign movie from the blue team. From the red team, we saw the acronym panel. We're going to put a poll up on the screen. You should be seeing it now. Please vote for the team that brought you the most joy between those two games. While you are voting, I will let you know that ComedySportz is available for corporate events. If you are looking for some kind of online training, team building, or just to have fun with your company, we are not letting any kind of pandemic stop us. We did not one, not two, but 3 corporate events this week alone. It's a lot of fun. We can come to you over Zoom and entertain your company. If you'd like to learn more, you can find out all about it at portlandcomedy.com. Hey, Betsy, do we have the score in?
Yeah, Andy, we sure do. It looks like the red team got 56% to the blue team's 44%.
All right, so how are we divvying up the points on that?
I'd say 5-4.
All right. I just want to keep asking you questions because I enjoy listening to your announcer voice.
Well, that's fine, Andy, because I want to tell you this scoring update is brought to you by Chum Lure. When you need a friend for your fishing pole.
All right. Chum Lure. Thank you very much. Hey, it's now time for a head-to-head round. I'm going to invite both captains on the screen. All right, Captain Sam, Captain Jay. Ordinarily, this would be the last chance round because we have 2 new teams coming up in the second half. However, we're going to carry the score over into the second half with 2 new teams. It's kind of like getting remarried and having to raise somebody else's kids. So this is your last chance to, I'll
take your word for that.
I don't know. Just
weird analogy, but
we're gonna be hearing from the league office any minute now. I can just tell you. So we need to know what game you want to leave the second half teams with score wise. So what game would you like to play head to head? I'll let either of you call it out.
Go, Jay.
Meanwhile,
Elsewhere. All right, we will play Meanwhile Elsewhere. So again, please prepare your teams while I'll explain it to the home audience. So home audience, what we're going to need for this is we need a location, and not just any location. Give me a location where they would set the climactic scene in an action movie. That should give us something interesting. So think about an action movie where it would be somewhere they would have the climactic scene at the end. So what's going to happen is we are going to start some scenes in this location, in different parts of the location, and then that will it will all come together like magic. We will see what's happening at the same time in different locations. So Marianne, what is our location that we're going to use?
Well, first I want to let you know that the league office reports that they thought your analogy was funny.
Thank you.
And our location is the planet Mars.
The planet Mars. Very nice. All right, we are literally going to Mars. So, teams, are you ready for the game of Meanwhile Elsewhere?
Yes.
All right, we are starting. In fact, we will be on Mars. Take it away.
Captain, all systems are go. We're ready to land. Parachute is deploying now.
On surface.
Send an update to mission control. They'll get it in 2 days. It says we landed safely.
Splendid. Now, Lieutenant, this mission is of the utmost importance. The United Federation is counting on us to set up this colony in 3 days' time.
Meanwhile, deep below the crust of Mars.
Hello.
Tis good to see you, sister.
It's fancy to see you again after all these years, Carl.
Yes, I need to tell you, I need to go to the surface.
What?
Yes. No Martian has been above our subterranean layer for many generations.
You can't.
It needs to be done. We are running out of food, and I need to go above to scavenge.
Let me come with you.
Normally, I would be a hero and say, no, I need to do it alone. But yes, please, I need your help. Come with
I
me.
can handle it.
Take my hands. Your hands are trembling.
Yeah, I've never been to the surface.
Listen, look at me deeply in the eyes. You can do it. I can see.
On the orbiting shuttle, it's sounding really weird down there. Can you hear all of that ruckus? It's weird that you can hear it in space.
Copy that. I'm hearing some ruckus down there. It doesn't fit any of our patterns. It's like new stuff.
I think we're going to have to send an exploration drill down to the colonists.
Yeah. We need the big drill this time, though, not the little tiny one.
We're going all out. Get the 15-foot bore.
Meanwhile, at NASA Mission Control, yeah, we're going to hear from them in about 2 days, I guess. You know, the signal takes a while to get back. Guess we'll just wait around for it. Ugh.
Meanwhile, on the landing craft, Captain, I know you're the captain, but I've wanted to do this all my life. I am going to be the first one to step out there.
Dude! Lieutenant, be careful.
There's a ruckus. There's a ruckus out here.
There's a weird Carl! There's a thing!
It's a Martian!
Aliens.
New Martians.
I've got my Martian catching net!
Oh no! The Martian
Amazing Ray.
Go ahead. Try to catch me.
State your purpose, alien.
Come up here.
No, sister! She's got you!
Yeah, she's spinning me around!
Put him to stun and bangs. Lieutenant,
Caught one!
Lieutenant, we must look around in this strange new world of ours. What are these structures? We must determine this before we report to Mission Control again.
It's out!
Meanwhile, back on the shuttle. I don't think that these were supposed to come out of the panel. I think we should just turn the ship around and get it fixed and then come back.
I agree completely.
I mean, they just keep coming out. I've got feet of them coming out of the console.
And notice they're moving on their own. I think they've been inhabited.
Oh no. Abort mission.
Tarzan's books. Let's report back to Mission Control.
NASA, are you there?
Oh, NSA.
NASA, if you could hear us, we're having issues with just wires. They're just attacking me, really. They're not hurting me, they just are annoying.
Moments later, back on the surface.
Lord.
It's getting me! No! It's attacking!
Lieutenant, I'm going out to the surface. Best of luck to you. I really hope that you
What?
solve this issue.
You made it.
Perhaps I will be the first one to lay claim to all of Mars. By the way.
I don't know what you're thinking, buddy.
Oh. I believe the stage has been set. The gauntlet has been laid for human versus Martian.
We can use their tactics on them.
Yes, good idea.
That is time. I believe we have just set up for the sequel. Very much laid the hint for that.
Oh, hang on. The signal's finally reaching here from Mars.
It's a slow burn there. All right, thank you very much. That was our Meanwhile Elsewhere. We're going to need to go back to our audience to vote which team brought you the most joy in this game. Was it the blue team? Was it the red team? Or was it Mission Control? Who knows? So we're going to give people a moment to vote for which team they preferred. I will let you know that that is the last you will see of these two teams for the first half, but they will be back at the end of the second half. But we're going to send them off to refold all of the sheets and blankets that they used in that scene, because clearly they became very unfolded. And we'll be having two new teams coming up in the second half. So let's go to Betsy and find out who won the voting.
That's a great question. Hey, Andy, I'm gone fishing. This time it's with my 4-pole.
Nice.
Yeah. So I gotta tell you, the red team got 63% on that one, and the blue team was 38%. That's in my notes.
So what does that do to our points there, Betsy?
That means the red team is ahead 11 points, and the blue team is behind with 4 points. This scoring update brought to you by Marvin the Martian. That's all, folks.
All right, and Jay, I do need to ask you, this is your chance to get a point by answering a fishing-related question. I'm going to go with, what is the model number on those fishing poles?
18.
That is correct. Give a 1 point to the blue team, Betsy.
1 point, that makes it 5 points.
All right, it's a 6-point deficit going into the second half. Before we bring out, Betsy, do you have something to say?
Nope, I'm just reiterating 6 points behind.
All right, cool.
Actually, we did not actually assign points for that round. Betsy was announcing the score from the last round.
Oh, all right. Let's get the score back up, Betsy.
Back in the game. Here we go.
All right, so it was, tell me again who was leading the voting there.
That's a good question. The voting poll is gone.
All right, I believe it was 60-ish% for the red team and 40-ish for the blue team.
There it is. It's back. It's back. Andy, it's back.
All right, let's go. Let's go 3 points for the red team, 2 points for the blue team, if we could.
That makes our score 14-7. That means 7 points behind.
All right, still anybody's match.
Anybody's.
Going into the second half, where we will have two new teams. But
we will have two new teams.
Before we bring out those teams, I do want to let the home folks know that we offer classes. We're doing classes online right now, and they are super fun. The best thing about that is you can take them from anywhere in the world. You do not have to be in Portland. You could be anywhere and take a ComedySportz 101 Introduction to Improv class. It will literally change your life. You will have a lot of fun, the most fun you can have online for a couple of hours. It's all on our website at portlandcomedy.com. I should also let you know that we would be happy to have your support. We're doing all of these matches for free, but if you could throw us a few bucks, we will put the addresses in the chat where you can toss some money to Venmo. We would love any support that you could give us. We'll also give you those addresses at the end of tonight's match. But with no further ado, Betsy, is it time to introduce the second half teams of our Pro-Am?
Yes, Andy, it is time. And here
I turn it over to you. Go for it.
Here comes some music. Wait for it. Rocking and rolling. Here we go. For the second half, please welcome the blue team with Gigi Fruit Lascarettes. Then we also have Mara Be My Valentino. And your captain of the blue team, Amy Zing Gray. Keep that Zoom applause together, because now we're introducing the red team. Brooke, hold on. Cummins. Katie, the talented Miss Tipley. And your red captain, Jamie the Fool Montgomery. And now back to our referee, Andy. He's my bud. He's your bud too, Berkowitz.
All right. Thank you, Betsy, very much. Let us get both captains on the screen. All right, Captain Amy and Captain Jamie, you two are adorable. In lieu of the opening coin toss, we're going to test your fishing knowledge. So we're going to go back and forth. You each need to name things from the world of fishing. You'll have you go back and forth until one of you gives up or repeats. Starting with you, Jamie, go.
Tuna.
Creel.
Rod.
Reel.
Bobber.
Beal.
Fishing line.
Bill is a guy who hangs out at the end of the pier fishing every morning.
All right, I'm sorry. We're gonna call it there. It was we got a duck call from the assorted audience. So we're gonna let Jamie pick the opening round game. Jamie, what game would you like to play?
That one game that we all like to play.
Sounds amazing.
I'm going to suggest Top That, Ref Andy, if
wait a minute,
Jamie agrees.
Yes.
I think we should play Top That.
All right. Good save, Marianne. Top That it is. For the game of Top That, we're going to need to get some sports and other physical activities from our home audience. So just in the chat, start putting in any kind of activities that have some kind of physicality associated with them. For the game of Top That, we are going to get 2 players up. One player will begin doing the activity. For instance, if they were doing this, they might be beating a drum. They would say, I'm beating a drum, top that. The other player has to say something else it looks like. They might say, I'm milking a cow. And they will go back and forth saying what it is they look like they are doing until they can't come up with something or they repeat. So we're going to need to get 1 player up from each team on the screen. Hey, it's Amy and Katie. Awesome. Marianne, what is our first suggestion?
Our first suggestion for this half comes from Roger, and it is baseball.
Baseball, awesome. So, Katie, if you would show us what baseball looks like. Awesome, thank you very much. All right, Katie, you will initiate. That is the suggestion. Teams, are you ready for the game of Top That?
Yes.
Take it away.
I'm playing baseball. Top that.
I'm just moving a piñata a little to the left. Top that.
I'm cleaning a rug. Top that.
I have a huge bubble wand. Top that.
My elbows hurt. Top that.
I'm swatting a fly half-heartedly. Top that.
Here's the mic. Top that.
I'm golfing wrong. Top that.
I'm bending at the waist. Top that.
I'm flinging some rocks across the lake. Top that.
Here you go. Over there.
That was a little vague. We're going to rotate her out of there. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
I'm going to grab a suggestion off of Facebook. I may regret this, but this one is competitive eating.
Competitive eating. Jamie, show us what competitive eating looks like. All right. Jamie, you will be initiating. Here we go.
Competitive eating. Top that.
I'm building sentences with words from my mouth. Top that.
I'm pulling out all my teeth one by one. Top that.
I need more air. I need more air. Top that.
My tongue is really hot, and this is how I cool it off. Top that.
I am aggressively playing harmonica. Top that.
I'm making alligator shoes. Top.
Wait, what? Did you say you're
That's
making?
how you make alligator shoes.
Jamie, explain this process to me.
Well, when you get the alligator shoes, they put them on the conveyor belt, then they roll down, and then you have these needle and thread, and you have to needle and thread really fast to get the shoes all put together, and then you put the glue on like this.
All right,
I know what I want Jamie to make me for Christmas.
That makes total sense. Please rotate, Jamie. Let's get the next player up for red, please. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
A loyal fan, John, has suggested swimming.
Swimming, awesome. Brooke, show us what swimming looks like. There you go. Swimming, take it away, Brooke.
I'm swimming. Top that.
I'm a crawling wind-up baby toy that's coming to frighten you. Top that.
Come here, kitty, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty. No, don't walk away. Top that.
I'm a zombie with no legs. Top that.
Swinging is a lot easier if you use your hands to push you further. Top that.
I'm playing a giant Simon game. Top that.
If I work hard to grab the pizza slices, I earn more of them. Top that.
You really do.
All right, Amy's just agreeing at this point. So rotate Amy out of there. Next player up for blue. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Loyal fan Heather has suggested basketball.
Basketball.
As has loyal fan Colleen, actually. We've had 2 people suggest that.
Oh, awesome. Get out of each other's heads. All right, Gigi, show us what basketball looks like. All right, perfect. Gigi, you will initiate basketball.
I'm playing basketball. Top that.
Everybody in the club lose their minds. Top that.
That's a good little boy. Top that.
If I jump a little higher, I can reach the cookie jar. Top that.
I gotta make this base paving really steady. Top that.
I enjoy making my downstairs neighbor not like me. Top that.
Here, let me cool you off. It's okay, Sonny. Top that.
Getting sand off your body without baby powder is really challenging. Top that.
I took a paint by speed. It's really great. Top that.
We had paint before. That is a repetition on painting. Rotate out of there. We need next player up for blue. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is raking leaves.
Raking leaves. Awesome. Maura, show us what raking leaves looks like. Awesome. All right, Maura, you will initiate.
Raking the leaves. Top that.
Winning a tug award. Top that.
I'm paddling a boat. Top that.
Dancing is so much fun, especially when no one's around. Top that.
I'm getting ready for my karate kick. Top that.
Trying to cool myself off. It's been quite hot recently. Top that.
We had cooling off before. That is a repetition, and that is time. That is time. I am throwing the red team out of there. Betsy, which team rotated the most times?
That's a great question, Andy. Blue rotated less times.
All right, blue rotated the less time, so that means it is 5 points for the blue team. They are already almost caught up with the red team.
That makes our score 14-12, Andy. And our scoring update this time was Baby Shark.
Betsy, can I request that you sing another verse of the Baby Shark song in that voice, please?
Andy, it would be my pleasure. Baby Shark did it. Baby Shark did it. Baby Shark did it. Baby Shark. Can we see your dance? Sorry.
I love Betsy so much right now.
That was, I can't believe that hasn't gone gold yet. That was amazing. All right, let's see here. We gave the points to the blue team on that, so I'm going to need the blue captain on the screen.
Well, hello and welcome to my lair.
Hello, your lair is lovely. Your team won that round. That enables you to play first in the team choice round. What game would you like to play?
New choice.
New choice. Excellent. Please prepare your team. For the game of new choice, let's go to the home audience and tell me a situation where you were apart from somebody that you really loved. A time that you were not together with somebody you really loved, not including COVID, because that's just a downer, but another time where you were apart from someone that you really loved. So for the game of new choice, the blue team will play a scene for you. At any point during the scene, I can blow my whistle, say new choice, and the player will have to change whatever it is they said or did. It's that simple. So let's go to Marianne. What is our suggestion?
Loyal fan Heather has suggested a business trip.
A business trip. Very nice. A business trip. So, blue team, are you ready for the game of new choice based on the suggestion of business trip?
Yes.
All right. Take it away.
No, honey. No. I'm in the middle of a meeting.
I can't talk right now. I miss you too, but I gotta go. I really gotta go. Bye. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, save it for afterwards. We were talking about the budget.
Yes. Well, according to the numbers, it seems we're a little low.
New choice.
Well, I really haven't had time to look at any of the numbers. It's just, I keep getting calls and I'm trying to, I'm very bad at not talking to them. I can't, I don't know how to stop myself.
Baby, you've had an entire quarter to keep up with your own job.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
What?
Today is St. Helen's Day.
New choice.
Today is St. Swithin's Day.
New choice.
Today is St. Aquifer's Day. You know what that means? Traditionally, it means that the boss and the employee switch places for the day.
New choice.
Traditionally, it means that the boss goes away for a while on a trip, and the employee takes her place.
Oh! Well, more responsibility?
Yes, here, I'm giving you the scarf of CEO-ness.
New choice.
Here, I'm giving you the scarf of responsibility.
New choice.
Here, I'm giving you my scarf. I got it from Wayfair.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and it smells really nice, too.
New choice.
Oh, just a little funky there. But thank you.
Dry clean only. I'll be abroad.
New choice.
I'll be in Bermuda.
New choice.
I'll be in Oconomowoc.
New choice.
I'll be in Alaska. With the moose, the bear, the salmon, and the eagle.
New choice.
I will be in Alaska with the fish, the creel, the reel, and bill.
New choice.
I will be in Alaska with the snow, the ice, the hairy men, and rugged women.
Farewell. You want to leave me your scarf then?
Yes.
Okay.
Marianne, I see you have the scarf of responsibility.
Yes, I'm in charge for now.
New choice.
Yes. You're supposed to follow everything I say now.
Okay, well, what's your first order, Marianne?
I would like you to look at all the budget things that I was supposed to be looking at before.
New choice.
I would like you to get me a coffee.
New choice.
Just sit down for a minute and listen to me tell you a story.
Okay, I'm always up for a story.
New choice.
Okay, I hope the story's about Africa.
New choice.
Now, we don't have time for stories. We have to get on the budget.
Are you talking back to your boss? That is not appropriate. Are you talking back to me? Come on, I just wanted to loosen up a little bit first.
All right, well, if you want it loose, why don't we dance?
New dance.
Want it loose, why don't we dance?
New dance.
If you want it loose, why don't we dance?
That is time. The game of new choice / new dance. Let's hear it for the blue team and their trip to Alaska. All right. It is now time for the red team to play a game. Let's welcome the red captain on the screen. Hey, Jamie.
Hello, Andy.
They got to play a game, and now you get to play a game. What game would you like to play?
We would like to play the game of Countdown.
Countdown. Ooh, a bold choice. All right. For the game of Countdown, please prepare your team. From our home audience, we are going to need something. Tell us a dream you have. Just something you dream of. Again, not pandemic related. Let's not bring the mood down. But tell me a life dream you have. For the countdown, what's going to happen is the red team is going to play for you approximately a 90-second scene, and they're going to replay it with a twist. So let's go to our home audience. Marianne, what is our suggestion for our countdown?
Well, you stumped our audience with their life dreams, but I'm going to go to something we got earlier. Let's go with horse racing.
Horse racing, which is actually my life dream. So
well, there you go.
Works out.
I
perfectly.
knew that.
I have always dreamed of being a racehorse. So let us now find out, red team, are you ready for the game of countdown?
Yes.
Yes.
You have 90 seconds on my watch and begin.
Our horse is coming in second.
No, it needs to run faster.
It does need to run faster. I got an idea. Let's go give him that special popcorn. Here.
Thank you. I'm putting it in this bag.
Okay. You run down and I'll follow you down there.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, trainer.
Yes.
Feed the horse this, okay? I'm gonna pass it to you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Listen, we've got our life savings invested in this now. If we lose this race, we lose everything. The house, the kids, the car, the bunny. We lose everything.
I've got this. I can handle the popcorn.
Thank you.
To handle the popcorn.
Honey, I also invested your wedding ring in this as well.
Trainer, our marriage is on the line. Feed the horse the popcorn.
Without the ring, we can't be married anymore. It symbolizes our unity, our trust.
The only thing holding our family together.
And that is their 90-second scene. Nicely done. We are now going to have them replay that same scene, but this is the game of countdown, so we're going to up the difficulty. They're going to need to replay that same scene in only half the time, in only 45 seconds. Red team, on my mark, on my watch, and you have 45 seconds, begin.
Honey, our horse is coming in second.
Do we have anything that'll make it run any faster?
Oh, wait a minute. I have this special popcorn. Here.
Oh, thank you. I've got it here.
Now you run down there and I'll follow you.
Trainer, we have something for you to give the horse. Here.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I will feed this popcorn to the racer.
I've invested the house, the money, the kids, the rabbit, the ceiling fan. And honey, I've invested our ring too.
Our whole marriage is on the line here. Without the ring, it's nothing.
That is their 45 seconds, almost in under the wire. Nicely done, but we're going to ramp up the degree of difficulty quite a bit now. We're going to make them have to do that whole scene again in only 22 and a half seconds. I will be kind. I will round it up to 23. So you have 23 seconds to get through that entire scene. On my mark, it's on my watch, and begin.
Our horse stinks. Here, go feed him this.
Running.
I'm coming behind you.
Feed him this.
I will feed this popcorn to the horse.
I invested the house, the kids, the lawn, my binoculars, and your mother, and your wedding ring.
That is 23 seconds. Nicely done. All right. Obviously, they got through the whole scene, so we're going to see if they can do it in half that time. We're going to give you 11 and a half seconds exactly. So everybody catch your breath on my patented Timex. 11 and a half seconds, and go.
Here, give the horse this. He sucks.
right here.
I'll feed this popcorn to the horse.
You have to win. He's in second place. I've invested everything. My house, the kids, the mother-in-law. And
that is the game of countdown. Let's hear it for the red team. Nicely done. They got through it all in 11 and a half seconds. It is now time to go back to our audience to judge between those two games. We just saw the countdown from the red team. From the blue team, we saw new choice. We're going to put the poll up on the screen so you can vote for the team that brought you the most joy. While people are voting, I do need to say, Betsy, what's new in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, Andy, I'm getting ready to sell my house.
Really? Is that so you can?
I'm also gone fishing.
Is that so you can move onto a boat?
Exactly. I got this pretty little fishing rod, and that's gonna be my backyard.
Wow, that looks fancy. What part of the world is that in?
It's Oregon.
Oh, that's the Oregon coast.
The Oregon Sea.
The Oregon Sea. I should have recognized it.
Also
right.
known as the Pacific.
Also known as the Pacific. That is correct. All right.
Yeah.
Hey Betsy.
Hey Andy.
Is our voting done? And what are our
voting is done? That means that the blue team, let's see, they got 5 points, I'm going to say, because it's 56% to the red team's 4 points, or 44%. And that makes our score 18, the red team, 17, the blue team. And this scoring update is brought to you by Grandma Shark.
Let's hear it.
All right. I'm so glad you asked. Grandma Shark did it. Grandma Shark did it. Grandma Shark did it. Grandma Shark.
The magic is still there, huh?
Thanks. Okay, it doesn't get old for me, so I'm glad it doesn't get old for you.
I know. This will be available as a ringtone for your phone later this week. Go to portlandcomedy.com to get your Betsy singing Baby Shark ringtone. I also am going to need to learn how to make ringtones. So, let's get both captains on the screen. Hey, Captain Amy. Hey, Captain Jamie. Jamie's Baby Shark. Oh, Jamie's got actually done it twice.
Baby Shark and a Grandma Shark.
That's nice. Jamie, it's not clear to me, what is the front end of the shark and what is the back end of the shark?
Well, this is the front end because it has an eye and Grandma has glasses on.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it. All right, cool. Well done. All right, hey, it's time for a head-to-head round. I'm going to challenge both teams to the game of Switch Interview. Do you accept?
Yes.
Gladly.
All right, so for the game of Switch Interview, we're just going to need to have our home audience throw some interview topics into the chat. This is open season. Any suggestion that you've been wanting to make all night long, just throw it into the chat. We just need a grab bag, a cornucopia, a potpourri of suggestions. So anything that comes to mind, just throw it into the chat. So for the game of Switch Interview, we're going to get one player from each team, and they will be doing an interview show. I have the remote control, so when we've seen enough of the interview, I will change the channel to the next show and the next topic. That's just how simple as it goes. So let's get one player from each team on the screen. All right, it's Katie and Amy. We'll go ahead and have Amy be the interviewer. Katie will be the interviewee. So, Marianne, what is our first topic for Switch Interview?
Our first topic is cooking squid. Cooking squid.
Cooking squid, something we've had a very, very nautical show tonight, if you will. So, cooking squid. Teams, are you ready for the game of Switch Interview?
Yes.
Take it away.
Welcome, good afternoon, and we're going to talk to you about cooking some seafood today. We have here with us the premier cook in all the food carts along the boardwalk, Squiddy herself, Squidmaster.
Hello, thank you for having me.
She's going to tell you the best secret recipe for squid, something you can roll your squid around in, rub it down with. Know what I mean?
The best way to prepare your squid is definitely rolling, because you want to save the squid ink. Let's be real, that's the best part. And just make sure that you fry it in a bit of EVOO, if you will, and make sure that it's just crispy and just delightful.
All right, Switch. Next player for Blue. We're going to switch now. The red team will be the interviewer. The blue team will be the interviewee. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Loyal fan Brian has suggested hugging trees.
Hugging trees. Thank you, Brian. All right, hugging trees. Take it away.
Hello, welcome to Arbor Day Every Day. We have here an arbor expert, Miss Fir Tree. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Just hugged one of the trees a little too hard and didn't notice the branch.
Switch. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is life as a camel.
Life as a camel. All right, I said open season. It is open season. All right, life as a camel. Take it away.
Welcome back to The Deserts Are Us. We have Dr. Waskowski here, and I would love to you just tell us about your new book.
Well, baby, my new book is called Camels and the Things That Camels Do. It's very lovely. Chapter 4, I would go straight to chapter 4 because we all learn what's in the humps.
That sounds fascinating, but you really want all of us just to skip the first 3 chapters? That's a bold
yeah,
move.
baby. You can skip the first 3 chapters. It's okay because the first 3 chapters don't tell the editors, but it's all fluff. You skip straight to chapter 4, honey. Okay.
Switch. Next blue player up. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Rosalie has suggested the conversation about whether or not cereal is a soup.
Oh, good question. Is cereal a soup? Take it away.
This has been an ongoing conversation on the TikToks, on the Facebooks, the YouTubes, and the Instagrams. All the things. And we all want to know your opinion because you are the authority on soups and cereals. Mrs. Campbell herself, everybody. Mrs. Campbell.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I've just written my newest cookbook using cereal as soup.
Okay. That's the question we want to know. Technically, it could be a soup because you got water or milk or whatever you use, and then you got the little flakes in there too. So I think personally for me, I think it's a cereal. I think it's 2 separate things, but you apparently have a different reason.
Well, I've never heard of putting water on your cereal, but to continue on, if you let the cereal get mushy enough, then it kind of gets to be a thick liquid, and technically, that's a bisque.
Switch. Next player up for red. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is duck translation.
Duck translation.
Welcome to Ducks, All About Ducks. And we have a woman here who claims that she can translate what ducks are saying.
They speak very simply to me. It started when I was 6 years old and in a park, and I just looked at a duck, and the duck looked at me, and it was asking for bread clear as day. Right now it's saying, it's what you think that I don't know how to speak to ducks. Thank you.
Well, I can understand people's skepticism. How do we know you're not just making up what the duck says?
Fred, I'm going to tell you something, and then you do it so that they know that we're talking here. I think it would be great if you flew at my interviewer here, because she doesn't believe us, Fred.
Quack, quack.
He says he's a pacifist.
Switch. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
We're going to move on to tailgating at a concert from loyal fan Brian.
Tailgating at a concert.
Thank you all for tuning in today for Brews and Bros. I'm your loyal host, DJ. Yes, that's my actual name. And today I'm interviewing my favorite friend to pregame a concert with. What is up, Drew?
Woo! Yeah! Gonna be checking out some Mozart today!
Classical concerts? Are they your favorite to pregame?
What?
Are classical concerts your favorite to pregame?
I do classical. I do. Yeah, I think they are my favorite. Yeah, there's nothing like having a pit full of barbecue and then going into the orchestra pit, all greasy.
Oh man, they probably hate you.
And that is time. The game of Switch interview. Nicely done. Wow, we're going to have to vote on that round, and that is going to be tough because there were some incredible characters there and ducks as well. So we're going to get the poll up on the screen. Vote for the team that brought you the most joy, not just the team that your child is on. While the people are voting for that, let's go back to Betsy and see what's happening with her. Betsy, what's happening?
Hey, Andy, yeah, I'm just making sure that I hydrate.
Good.
What were you going to ask me?
I was going to say, what is your hydration beverage of choice?
Oh, my hydration beverage of choice. That's a good question. Good question. I actually like the ginger and water.
Just ginger in water.
Yeah.
And now is that a soup?
It's a bisque.
It's a bisque. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
What did our audience vote for?
That's a great question there, Andy. We got here, the blue team got 18% and the red team got 82%. So I would say 9 for red and then 2 for blue.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so that makes our score 27-19. Red team is ahead, and you know what's going to happen next, Andy.
What is that?
We're going to have a scoring update brought to you because the rule of threes are Ref Andy Shark. Ref Andy Shark did it, Andy Shark did it. Andy Shark did it, Ref Andy Shark.
All right, Jamie's right in here with a drawing. Jamie, what is that drawing?
Andy, right there. It's Andy Shark.
That is Andy Shark. All right, and which is the top half of Andy?
This is his head, and this is Andy's mouth. These are your arms and legs.
What is sticking out of Ref Andy's mouth?
It's the fin. Andy Shark's gotta have a fin.
Okay. All right. Makes perfect sense. All right. This sadly brings us to the last chance round. We're going to invite all of the players from the entire match back onto the screen for the game of Letters from Camp. So let's round everybody up, get everybody up onto the screen. Look at this. It's like a meeting at work. Just
here we go, everybody. Come on, get on that screen.
Okay, everybody's here. So, for the game of Letters from Camp, we are going to get some suggestions from our audience. We need to get some weird themes for camp. For instance, like toothpaste camp or squirrel camp. Just throw some nouns into the chat. The players are going to step forward and they are going to be writing letters from camp. So, for instance, if it was banana camp, they might say something like, "Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to banana camp, but I have to say it's not very appealing." Yes, this is a groaner achievement game. Any sound you make, whether it's a laugh, a groan, a giggle, anything that comes from above your neck, we will give them a point as signified by that bell. If you just don't get it, if there's no response, if nobody smiles, if we all feel sad, it will get 0 points. Betsy will be tallying up those points, and we will find out the winner of tonight's match. So let's go to Marianne and find out where our first camp is.
Absolutely. Our first camp from Heather is house cleaning camp.
House cleaning camp. Boy, I need to go there. All right, house cleaning camp. Teams, are you ready for the game of Letters from Camp?
Yes.
Take it away.
Dear sis, housekeeping camp is boring. There's nobody here. I feel like I'm in a vacuum.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to house cleaning camp. The other day, we had to go down to the river and make a pledge to be here forever.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to house cleaning camp, but I have to tell you, everyone here is really dusty.
Dear Mom and Alice, I thought I was going to win the race at housekeeping camp, but the other team was just swiffer.
Dear parental unit, I would like you to come and pick me up from this camp and whisk me away.
Dear Mom, please come get me. There's no males here at all.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to house cleaning camp. I sort of ran across my friend doing some weird stuff with the broom, and I was like, get a Roomba.
Dear Dads, thank you for sending me to house cleaning camp. But I gotta say, it's not fun. It's a big chore.
Hey, Aunt Sally. So they sent me to house cleaning camp, and every day here is like the same. It's like it's just a wash.
All right, we're gonna move on. Marianne, what is our next camp?
Our next camp is Pickle Camp.
Pickle Camp sounds amazing. Pickle Camp, take it away.
Dear Mom and Dad, I know that you loved Pickle Camp when you went here, but I really don't see what's the big deal.
Hey, Grandma. Thanks for sending me to pickle camp. But it's a little bit sour.
Dear Moms, it's been lots of fun here at Pickle Camp. I've really enjoyed learning all the classic camp songs.
Dear Uncle Sal, thank you for sending me to Pickle Camp. You love the head counselor. I mean, he's a little salty, but it's all good. He's kosher.
Ooh. Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Pickle Camp. I had science class today. I learned all about Clausen effect.
Dear Chef Lawson, thank you for sponsoring me here at Pickle Camp. I'm really relishing everything.
Dear Dad and Mary, thank you for sending me to Pickle Camp. Today I learned that when you mix pickles and water, it becomes a bisque.
No points. No points. He went to the well one time too many. And let's move on. Marianne, what's our next suggestion?
Our audience is hungry tonight. We've got a lot of food suggestions, so I'm going to go with Oreo Cookie Camp.
Ooh, Oreo Cookie Camp.
Dear Mom. Dear Mom and Dad. Okay, so I was so excited to go down to the waterfront because it was the big deal, you know, with the stick and the marshmallows and everything, but they were using Oreos and the s'mores just didn't work.
Dear G-Ma and G-Dad, this camp is great. Although there's been a little bit of a rivalry. We're just split right down the middle.
Dear Mom and Dad, please take me home. I'm going to put this down in black and white. I want to go home.
Dear Mom and Dad, gotta tell you, at Oreo Camp, I've been having a pretty crummy time.
Dear Mom and Uncle Jerry, thanks for sending me to Oreo Camp. They only let you eat once a day, so you have to get double stuffed.
Dear parents, thanks for sending me to Oreo Camp. It's great, except the one guy who thinks it's okay to use water instead of milk.
Hey, Dad.
That is time, the game of letters from camp. Let's hear it for all of tonight's players. Well done. All right, before we find out the winner of tonight's match, there are a few people that we need to thank. Of course, we need to thank the man on tech. You did not see him, but he was there all night. Mr. Patrick Short for running all of the background tech tonight. Of course, we need to thank everybody's favorite chat goddess, Marianne, for wrangling our home audience across the globe. And I would be remiss if I didn't, of course, thank your announcer and mine, the incomparable Betsy Easy Being Green, who is not only a professional singer, but also, I believe, actually taught many of these minor leaguers themselves. Betsy, can you talk to us a little bit about ComedySportz Minor League?
Absolutely, Andy. Minor League is our minor leaguers that are coming in and they do 6 weeks of classes. If you have some improv background, we're starting our next session in a couple of weeks. It's Tuesday nights. These guys are learning all the comedy sports games and it's awesome. I can tell you because you can see, you can't even tell which ones are the minor leaguers, which one are the pro ones, except their shirts that I have on.
All right, thank you, Betsy. And if you do not have any improv experience, again, ComedySportz 101 is starting soon. Absolutely no experience whatsoever is required. If you are terrified of doing improv, that you should definitely take that class because we bring you along slow. We make it super comfortable. Everybody you see here, or almost everybody you see here, started at one point in ComedySportz 101. Many of us could not even form complete sentences before taking that class. I actually can't even form them tonight. So I might go back and take the class. So with no further ado, let us get an imaginary drum roll going and find out the winner of tonight's match.
Thanks, Andy. I'm going to tell you what that final score was. It went back and forth and back. But the blue team got some points and the red team got some points. But the final score was blue 32 and red 36. Your winners tonight are the red team. ComedySportz has been brought to you by Donna Swimming Paul, Nickname Condon, Nancy Loving and Goring. Your blue captain for the first half, Jay Reading Rambo. For the red team first half, Kristen, get your ducks in a row. Ben Lon Moeller. And your red captain, Samalama Ding Dong Whittington. Also, keep that round of applause going for Gigi Fruit Lascaretz on the blue team. Laura, be my Valentino. Captain Amy Zing Gray. We also had on the red team for that second half, Brooke, hold on, Cummins. We also had Katie, the talented Miss Tipley. And then your captain, red team captain, Jamie, the full Montgomery. And then we also had your refitude, Andrew, baby ref, Andy, Shark, all of those things, Berkowitz. I'm Betsy going fishing green, and you have a wonderful night, everybody. Hope to see you again next week.
Regularly, it's a no-brainer making turns on a grid. Now look at what the city planners done did. They've installed an alternate intersection that seems to go off in random directions. Yield at the sign, take a breath, it's okay. Cars already circling should have the right of way.